Kyrie Irving's career is vanishing before our eyes, minute by minute, day by day. Despite having one of the biggest and greatest shots in NBA Finals history just 6 years ago, Kyrie Irving is an issue. He always has been, on every single team and franchise that he joins. He is once again an issue with the Brooklyn Nets. As he is now suspended, the team has underperformed, and head coach Steve Nash is officially fired. Now, this video is not a political statement, and it's not a conversation about free speech, and I'm going to get to all that and what's going on with Kyrie Irving. But this is not a statement video. This video simply is just breaking down why Kyrie Irving has always been an issue and is currently an issue with the Brooklyn Nets right now. I actually planned to make this video as Steve Nash got fired, but now there's a lot more to it. So it's only fair to explain the Kyrie Irving situation, and we'll do that right now. Hey there, just don't forget, like and subscribe. Please follow this page and turn on that bell so you can see all my videos. Thanks. For those that didn't know, let me explain quickly why Kyrie Irving has been suspended for 5 games, minimum. And yes, it's a minimum. The Nets and the NBA have suspended Kyrie Irving a minimum of 5 games until he basically apologizes. And this is the same reason why Nike, yes, the company that makes his signature shoes, their top seller, has now halted the production of the Kyrie 8s and put a hold on the relationship. This information comes from the New York Times. The Nets suspended guard Kyrie Irving indefinitely Thursday, calling him unfit to be associated with the team because he had declined to say he has no anti-Semitic views in the week since he posted a link on Twitter to a film with hateful claims about Jewish people. In the statement, the Nets said, "Such a failure to disavow anti-Semitism when given a clear opportunity to do so is deeply disturbing. It is against the values of our organization and constitutes conduct detrimental to the team." The Nets now say that Kyrie Irving suspended a minimum of 5 games without pay. That's until he satisfies a series of measures that address the harmful impact of what he did. On Thursday before his suspension, Kyrie Irving didn't fully apologize, but he did say there were some things in the movie he shared that weren't necessarily within his agreement. He said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary." The link Kyrie Irving posted was to a film called Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up, Black America, driven by anti-Semitic messages about Jewish people lying about their origins. Simply, he didn't want to apologize. He's made that pretty clear, and now he has a minimum 5-game suspension with the Brooklyn Nets, no pay, and Nike is putting his Kyrie Irving shoes, the Kyrie 8s, on hold. I will say this, when you're a celebrity in life, you gotta be aware of what you're sharing and saying. Is it fair? Maybe not. But life's not fair, and when you have the spotlight on you, you need to be aware of the things you're saying and sharing, because you might be hurting and offending and deeply saddening certain communities. As I said before, I'm not here to agree or disagree with Kyrie Irving, the NBA, the Nets, the decision of Nike. I'm simply here to tell you why Kyrie Irving is a franchise ruiner. I plan to make this video as Steve Nash got fired from the Nets, and this just adds sauce to this whole entire thing. Don't forget, Kyrie was part of the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Kyrie and LeBron James led the Cleveland Cavaliers back from a 3-1 deficit against the 73-9 Golden State Warriors, the team with the greatest record of all time. And the Cavs were the first team in NBA Finals history to come back from down 3-1 in the series. The big thing is, Kyrie hit the shot. And you know what I mean by the shot. The shot that ended it all.
Offensive play by Kyrie Irving, but it's a play he's made his entire life. The ability to score and flat out get it done on the offensive end. Irving now with 26 and back in Cleveland. These fans realize they're 10.6 seconds away now from a championship.
But the sample size is now very, very clear. Kyrie Irving without LeBron James in his life has never been a winner, and it gets proven more and more every single day. He has nearly the same stats without LeBron, but the records are glaring. With LeBron, Kyrie has a record of 132 wins and 51 losses. And without, he has 206 wins and 230 losses, a 72 winning percentage with LeBron, and a 47 winning percentage without. Before LeBron went back to Cleveland to join Kyrie Irving, he had never had a winning season in his career so far, having 33 wins be the most that he's had. And Kyrie Irving's attempt to prove his own superstar merits outside the orbit of LeBron James has failed miserably. He's been a disaster at every post-Cleveland stop. He screwed up the Celtics. They were a conference finals team before he joined and an NBA finals team after he left. And you have to say the super team adventure that he's had in Brooklyn hasn't worked out. Him and Durant hadn't worked out. They brought in James Harden. It was an epic failure, and Harden won it out. And now they brought in Ben Simmons, and once again, this whole thing is not working out. It's taken a nosedive now, but truthfully, it's never really been on the up and go. Kyrie played 20 games in his first year with Brooklyn. He took a literal vacation in the middle of his second season. He refused to get a vaccine shot in his third season and played 29 games. And over that span, the Nets got swept in the first round twice, and they won a total of 7 playoff games. Like I said before, it's been an absolute disaster. Even other players in the NBA like Draymond Green has made the point of Kyrie being an awful leader without LeBron James. In an interview with Bloomberg, Green said, with LeBron, if you give him someone like Kyrie, they have a chance because of the way Kyrie can score the basketball. LeBron will only put him in a position to do that. Kyrie has not proven to be a great leader. LeBron will put an umbrella over that. If you can do what you're good at, you have LeBron leading. The reason that was brought up is because before the season even started, there was already speculations of the Nets trying to get rid of Kyrie Irving and potentially trade him to the Los Angeles Lakers. But once again, it didn't work out, just like most things in Kyrie Irving's career since leaving Cleveland. On top of that all, it seems like every time somebody coaches Kyrie Irving, they can almost guarantee that they're going to lose their job. Now, after the Nets fired Steve Nash, Kyrie is going into his 12th NBA season with his 3rd team and his 9th head coach. 12 seasons, 9 head coaches. And I wouldn't be shocked if the coach that's about to take over for Steve Nash makes a change next year as well. We're talking about a guy that almost averages a coach per year in the NBA. It's not very common. If I'm being honest, I think Steve Nash is happier than ever to be fired from the dumpster fire going on in Brooklyn. This was never going to work because, you guessed it, Kyrie Irving was on the team. Kyrie Irving is the same guy that said, I don't really see us having a head coach when Steve Nash got hired in 2020. Since day one, this was not going to work out.
Oh, what happened? We have been planning a change maybe for the last few months.
That was fucking crazy.
Maybe for the last few months. Maybe for the last few months. But first off, I want to give a shout out to Kenny Atkinson because, you know, some people came out and was like, yo, Kai and KD got Kenny fired. And look, that was completely false. Listen, Kenny was great for the group that he served. And I was very appreciative of what he was giving us throughout the season when we were playing. We always heard how great Nash was or saw how great Nash was as a player. But also, when you get to know him as a person, you understand why he can coexist with us because we don't need somebody to come in and put their coaching philosophy on everything that we're doing and change up the wheel and, yo, you guys need to start doing this. And we start running on the first day of practice. It's just like, no, I need somebody that's going to understand that I am a human being first. I serve my community and where I come from first. And then basketball is something I come and do every single day because I love, and also I have the right ingredients and people around me to come in and do my job at a high level. And I know that they will hold me accountable to that level.
Outside of his suspension now over anti-Semitic comments and the anti-vaccine situation last year, he's also been known to claim the world is flat and that dinosaurs aren't real and never existed. He even once reportedly didn't talk to anyone on the Cleveland Cavaliers for 3 weeks during a playoff run. Not a single teammate. Ghosted them. Disappeared before and after games. Once again, seems like a Kyrie thing. This is not common. Even though Kyrie claims that his regret in Cleveland, his biggest regret in his career, was not being mature and given a chance to learn and listen to others ahead of him, aka somebody like LeBron James.
Call Bron, and tell him like, I apologize for being that young player that wanted to everything at his fingertips, and I wanted everything to be at my threshold. I wanted to be the guy that led us to championship. I wanted to be the leader. I wanted to be all that. And, the responsibility of being the best player in the world and leading a team is something that's not meant for many people. And Bron was one of those guys that came to Cleveland and tried to really show us what it's like to win a championship. And it was hard for him. And sometimes getting the most out of the group, it's not the easiest thing in the world. And like I said, only few are meant for it or chosen for it. And, I feel like the best person to call was him because he's been in this situation. He's been there with me where I've been the young guy of, being a 22-year-old kid and, wanting everything. Wanting everything right now, coming off an all-star year starting and then, this heck of a presence comes back and now I got to adjust my game to this guy. And, you know, you take it personal, but at the end of the day, he just wants what's best. And he has a legacy he wants to leave, and he has a window he wants to capture. So I think what that brought me back to is like, all right, how do I get the best out of this group?
Well, it doesn't seem like he took his own advice, because here he goes again on the Kyrie Irving train and going through whatever he's going through. Say whatever you want about his comments, his thoughts, his beliefs. That's not what I'm here to do. Simply, I'm here to call him a coach killer and a franchise killer and an organization killer. He's a great scorer, a great ball handler in the NBA, but he doesn't really make things work. He destroys every franchise he ends up on. So let's see. Will he get another chance? I don't know. It sounds like the Nets are done with him, according to the owner. Text one making comments like this, but there's not many teams that are going to take on this liability. I really don't understand how you're going to have this guy in the league making comments about other people's race, religion, ethnicity, whatever it may be. This is maybe the first time we've seen a destruction this quickly in the NBA. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe, and peace. Bring back my Sonics.